Hello there. Everybody likes to talk about metal detectors, so I want to talk about metal detectors too. Just I had to shut the door so I don't have so much interference from my TV. You talk about Z detectors, Evo coils and all these sort of things. Yeah, I had them all. They're good detectors. No, most of them say, they say the radar detector only have a, bit of a wire in it and all these kind of things. You know what? You will be surprised. I got him open there. And it's a technology I never ever seen before like it. We have it in televisions, in radios, in goodness knows what, in the cameras and everywhere. Mildly detectors is nothing like it. Anyway, first, one of my detectors. This probably is one of my prize detectors, I guess. It's a macro deep hunter. It's right, you've possibly seen it or whatever. This kind of equipment, which operates, with what do you call it? For the deep targets in the ground. They say that can go up to 5 meters deep or whatever. I never used it. I only have it there, and I only used it a couple of times a little bit, but I never done much work with it, which I'm planning to do some, right? Well, that will all come in time when I'm ready for it. Now, to use that, you're using the big coil here. This big thing to go deep. Of course, I got a smaller coil which can go, say, up from 40 centimeters up. Okay, that's one of these my toys. You got a GPZ. I got this a GPZ. I had for 10 dice, and I gave it back. It's useless to me. 4,500 much better. Now, the reason I'm showing all these, I just lined them up down here. Just put them like that. Now the other one I got, this, you got these bloody pinpointers. They're just toys. I don't bother with them. I got this 4,500 modified Detect coil. The best coil I trust. I know you don't like, a lot of people don't like, I don't give it stuff, we like it or not, I do. And I use that. Peter Woodland modified it. He put a lot of good work in it. And it is a possibility the best metal detector in the world, which I believe in that. Anyway, that's not one of my toys. Okay, put that down there as well. Yeah, I got another toy here. I had Fairy, that metal detector for coins and silver and all of that. Well, now I got this green toy. Here, you put around your neck. You wear it like that. It goes for ferrous and non-ferrous metal. You will detect it just the same. Earphones there and a whole lot of that goes with it. And that's one of them I got here as well. Now, I'll put that toy down as well. I've got another one here. You said you got a metal detector. Yeah, I know. I have metal detectors. There's another one of them here, from ferrous and non-ferrous metals. And it is a cheap model. My dad, in the China, and I don't mind it, but it is a very very powerful little toy, and a possibility I haven't tested it, but I think it might even beat mine 4500. I'll try that one day. I'll give it a go. I'll see how that will work. Okay, that's not one of my toys. Now, I got this toy here. Stop being funny. I'll sit here next to you so we can see one another, we can talk. Today is Anzac Day in Australia. We celebrate in Australia, well, not celebrating, but celebrating all them people who they gave their lives for this country. And it's a special day today. Yeah. Okay, now I got this detector here. It's my favorite detector. Why it's favorite? Because with that I know I can only detect gold. But the biggest problem is to control this. You see, the antenna, radar antenna is not here. It's out there in a case behind my back. So to control that course, you've got your hip control. You go with the hip. You press it here on a switch, comes on switch, you put it on the gold, and that's all it's going to find is a gold. And that's all it does. Okay, I can't switch it on my unit here because of the electrical interference. It will make a damage to the unit itself. The sensor antenna would get damaged, and that's where the biggest problem. Now, I had my fun with my friends Eric from my club, Victoria Seekers Club, told me that one time Barry Johnson opened one of these, and he said there was only $20 worth of parts in it, I believe, but that's 35 years ago. Did we have a color TV then? No, I don't know. I know in 91 my photos was published in the newspapers, was still black and white. Don't know, did we have a color TV? Yeah, possibly we did have color TV, okay. I don't know. I don't keep that in time. What I did, I opened this, the top part of this radar, just to show them what is inside it. It's very difficult to see it. I will have to put a camera on. I never ever seen such a board work so precisely and so beautiful. To get all these working parts, to work that all together. I'll try to pick up the camera and try to show it from inside it. I'll turn the other way. That's Air Street there on the road, of course. You know what it is there. Cars go past. Now I'm trying to get this inside, this camera inside this radar thing. It's so incredible in here that's very very hard to even to see it, to understand it, to go anywhere close to that. The adjustments, the sensitivity, the whatever you call it, the different connections to different part, the threshold, and antenna here on the front, that long one, that's a sensor. Then the cores down here on the side, this is a probe right there, that's a probe to detect. Down here is a laser that takes that as well, and of course the main antenna, which is what do you call the radar antenna that detects the area. It's incredible little machine, and you know what, I trust it more than any detector, at least. For one reason I trust it that much, because I do not detect rubbish like nails or anything like that, any of that kind of a thing. But anyway, I just also I'll open. I don't want to open that part there too. Peter Woodland has opened it for me once, and we look at inside, and Peter Woodland said, "I never ever seen nothing like it, Matt." And yet Peter Woodland is an expert in metal detectors. He knows what he's talking about. When he's seen inside, so the amount of equipment in here, the components and the cores inside that, it is tremendous amount. So in other words, they cooperate with that one to get that one working. Without this one here, that one won't work. You know, so you got to make it sort of a working like that. Anyway, I'll leave that behind. I put it here on a case, and that's where the screws are for. There you can see the screwdriver. That's where it's transported. It has to be transported in very soft spot, so the components do not get damaged, and that's why it's in that such beautiful little illustrated case here. And you can see that, because the Deep Hunter metal detector micro come in that big case here. That's a big case there. It comes in that beautiful suitcase, beautiful presented, and boarded in here. Of course, I got an extra coil in there, and a cord that I use for different parts, and the batteries here. All is prepared, all is in a top class presentation, not just in a paper box. Now, okay, I talked enough about these sort of things. There's my metal detectors there. You can see them on the floor. Of course, that one there too. You must not forget that one. And of course, I have this part that goes with it, which goes in there. See, like that component. That one goes in here, but I can't put it there yet. I've got to put it back to get it. Anyway, these are metal detectors. Okay. You got a detector? Yes, I know. You want to talk about detectors? You want to talk about different experiments? I don't think I want to talk to you about it. It would be very hard to make you understand. You would, everybody, you know, thought all the scientists was crazy and do this kind of thing. I don't think they were crazy. If they were crazy, you would not have what you have today. You would not have television, you would not have a car, you wouldn't have nothing at all. You would never found. You see, these people invent things and they go on with it. And I believe I'm going with a radar to find the gold. It may be a strange bit for you now, but in the future, let's say another 10 years, there'll be no surface gold left. You were looking for something deeper, and that probe there will get it. Anyway, design the point there. Now, just to tell you something more. This is what I do. This is my shop here. You see, I'm not just ordinary prospector which walks through the bush and chases, yellow metal and a whole lot of that. I spend my working time in here. I spend normally, say, 4 days a week here. This is, and then 3 days I go in the bush. This is more sophisticated and my strongest machine that I ever have. It can sew the leather, and yet it can sew the silk. It is so great that you could not believe it. Anyway, it's made in Germany, and I hold this kind of equipment. Because that one there is made in Japan. That's a straight sewer. That's blind hammer, made in Japan. Yeah, console there. This one, typical. I think it's made in Germany. Could be in Japan or China. I know that one definitely made in Japan. That there, that's my overlocker. And of course, this one here is another blind hammer, which is made in Japan. Okay, now let's start trying things. Where is the sewing machine here that's made in Australia? What do we make here in Australia? We make 4 and 20 pie. Come on, well, let's be a little bit more serious about things. This is why we import these detectors here, to bring them in a country to find the toys that can match my lab. Why my lab has been dominating a land? Yes, it has. Let it dominate, let them dominate. But they dominated me long enough, they sucked my money out for years, and so I'm turning my back on my lab and I'm going different direction. Of course, I will use my lab detector to find a target when radar finds it. That's the only time I'm going to use it. You see, I'm not just a prospector, I'm a master in my job here. To go prospecting, they see this is the kind of things I do. The lady's got addresses here to bring it, to fix them up, to fit their front, backside, you name it, the whole lot that. You know, the things that I do, it is incredible. You want to talk about tools? You see, this is a scissors. I had these scissors, they made in Germany. Why? I had these scissors from 1968. I bought them in Launceston in Tasmania, and I still got that great big scissors. So we've got different tools here, we've got a whole different sort of things. And here, this is my mirrors for my customers to look at themselves. So when they come here, they look at themselves, and I fit them garments, and I make it work for them. Cool. Then when they go in here, they change themselves. They got another mirror in here, they can look at themselves there. Small things I do, little things like that. I got thousands of reels of cotton all over the place. I'm not showing you this just. I'm just showing you that people do a lot more different things than what you can think just about prospecting. That is a small thing. That is for simple people. But I'm a simple person. When I'm in a bush, I'm very simple. Some of my shirts, silk shirts, I've only got 160 of them. There is I don't know, 20 shirts just been washed. And because I only wear silk shirts to work. I don't wear any other shirts. That's what I wear to work here. And that's what you can see you wouldn't believe it, I got every color you can think of. If I show you my 3 wardrobes, I don't want to talk about that. Now, talking about prospecting, we know this, we know that. We know what's inside this. I think we know very little. Our brain individual is very small. But when we join all together, and we can build things, we can make things work. And we can become a masters in our work. You can become master like me in my tailoring, and this is my shop where it is. That's a great painter from Geelong gave me that painting, and this is where's my shop now. So you can see it. It's here, open windows, sitting, my chair there, that's where I operate on that. Of course we got things outside like a street. Okay, you want to see what's inside the radar? I sort of showed you a little bit. Sorry, can't show you anymore, but that's I can't open it. I don't want to open it any further. I done as much as I want, but I know it's got more inside them two components than what's all in that my lab detector. You take care there. This is met on Anzac Day in Australia, 25th of April 2018. Bye for now. And just see that I need to. Have a good day. Bye.